Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I notice your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully? You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here.
Everything's got a price.
Huh? Oh, I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously. Remember that you are not insured.
Hey there. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony. Be seeing you.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain? Will do, Captain. I'll keep an eye on her. In the meantime, take care of yourself out here.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My car...
도시과?
Heard from the last down on 22.
Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here anytime, so long as you ain't loitering. With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Slap your whole family tonight.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Crossbow finals are scheduled to air soon. The scandal has rocked.
What'll it be? Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding-edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space?
Chief wants to reduce board traffic, give tram freighters more cars.
You should give our latest product a try. Ollie Ollie toxi-free. Now with activated charcoal. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice. Have a look. What can I do for you? Need some Adreno? It's good for you. Spacer's promise. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice. Have a look.
Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you? You have yourself a day then.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got them, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such. Me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Oh, gosh. I never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny-miny moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her. Take your time, dear.
Something on your mind?
Where are we headed?
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, You're a touch late. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Like grit and grime covered over with cleaner, you mean? That's a smell that means we're really going places.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite right. Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax golds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets. Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
You been following that series? The Hunt for the Wimbro?
The pirate ship? I don't go into docu-series.
The bounty hunter who's been after them? Fuller?
You aiming to send a message? If so, we'd best do it now while we still got time. And no, Ellie, that offer does not extend to you broadcasting another of your crude jokes.
Hey, that's a real planet, and no one's seen it in a long time.
Damn it, Ellie, I don't have time for your shenanigans. Anyway, like I was saying, you aiming to send a message, you better be quick. Well, yeah. The comm center routes all messages within, to, and from the Groundbreaker. We also switchboard most of the message traffic throughout the Halcyon system. Of course, we're about to go dead, so I may be reappropriated to Architect knows where, doing law knows what, soon enough. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance. Well, we wouldn't be utterly and completely blacked out, but we'd lose the majority of our comm traffic for sure. Ships and colonies on Terra 2 need a clear line from their communications towers to the Groundbreaker for the transmissions to make it through. If it's not clear, they transmit to the closest relay station, which stores the message, then passes it along when our orbits align. That they can, and they do, but only between ships owned by the same corporation. No corp will authorize sending messages through a ship owned by a rival. And no corp will relay messages for the Wildcat freighters, not without charging them more than they'll make in a single haul anyway. That's why we're the message hub. The Groundbreaker's neither corporate owned nor board controlled. Our comms are neutral. The others won't be in orbital range during the occlusion event. Isn't it some law of the universe? The relay I gotta rely on is, of course, the one on the fritz. Sure, I mean they got their own relays and all, but they'll only send along messages the corporations pay for. And then they charge folks to send messages back, often more than they can afford. And none of that money goes to the groundbreaker. Just tightens the board's grip on our throat. Not nearly as much, and that money goes to keeping the station operational, helps keep us independent. If we lose the message fees, the entire ship will feel the pinch. Before long, the only place for people to trade words and goods will be on Terra 2, right under the board's control. That'd spell the end of Groundbreaker. Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief. You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station. We don't know why it went down or if it's even a hardware-related issue. Getting a team out there takes time and money, neither of which we have readily on hand. And we do have multiple auxiliaries, just they won't be in orbital range during the next few months. Our backup station will be. If it weren't for the occlusion event coming our way, we'd be doing fine as always. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh? The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of wanted terrorists beneath ground. Report inside. CNP.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is. I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular inputs in the captain's quarters, so you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like. I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular input. In the captain's quarters, so you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss? We're cleared to dock with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid. Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Where in Terra 2? Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? How can I be of assistance? Goodbye. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
哦，出现了。
Staying out of sight.
Who's living in a relay station all the way out here?
Perfect spot for some peace and quiet. Nice going.
嗯。怎么感觉有点不妙？现在就是他们那个通讯中心被封锁了，然后我现在要去看一下到底发生什么事情，结果感觉好像不小心进入一个奇怪的地方。太贱了吧！出口放地雷。还好，刚把这些家伙都关去充电。感觉是个疯子啊！真有趣。原来你没有看到刚刚那个日记吗？哦，说起来，我今天应该开到5点半而已哦。等一下要去那个，等一下要去姑姑家。把骇客技能点高还是有好处的。去帮他们看网络有什么故障，然后顺便去就是混饭吃。去蹭饭吃。 哈。哦，火焰喷射器。哦，还好这一台也在充电，不然就麻烦了。这是鸡毛掸子吗？跟我们家的山姆长得一样样。
Teach me that.
哎，死掉了！是发生什么事情？被机械体干掉了吗？这边还有一台无人机。啊，是发生什么代志？
You probably don't need my diagnosis, but he's definitely dead.
Yeah, he's long gone.
好像还蛮有道理的，看得出来。简单说，就是一个有幻听的贵族。 So that's it.就这样。啊，这台啦，错过了什么？ 啊，开起来了，开起来了！几点了？快要5点了。
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge? Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We should be listening to those serials, Felix. They're gonna give you funny ideas about human-mechanical relationships that I... Oh, Captain! Just doing some routine maintenance on our automech, friend. Don't mind me.
Issuing sanitation ticket. Error! Refill printer paper.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Good to see you, boss.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Some townships have asked Halcyon News to make a statement regarding rumors of food shortages. Rest assured, the far-sighted corporate leaders of Halcyon have tailored their product lines to be selected to the refined customer. Scheduled scarcity is a frequent feature of culinary life. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltu.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly. Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Oh, 熟等了。
Routing through the backup relay has saved us a mess of trouble.
尊敬。
Thanks to you, the auxiliary will handle the signal load when the primary's caught in the occlusion.
哈哈，尊敬。
Welcome. Looking to give a beating or take one?
哦，这边专卖武器防具类。哦，新的。Spacer's Choice。哦吼。
CNP Borston baked beans. When you need to eat one, Borston baked beans is the only one.
Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just add air. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice. Have a look.
42%折扣。哎呦，投掷球棒专业版，望远杖。啊，都一样。哦，N 射线弹夹。 42%，看下其他人卖几趴。
Good to see you again.
哦，哈哈，有没有新的狙击枪？没有。超级目镜。好，现在要做什么任务嘞？哎咻！是这样的，这边有几个是没错了。还是拿去那边解好了。 Monarch Cascadia 哦。哦，又多10点技能了，要点到哪里去嘞？哎呀呀呀！还是点枪好了。哪个快解完哦？哎，Go Go！它有2个任务，要同样的东西，不能重复解，解了一个，另外一个就会失败。一个是这个，我拿到人家的减肥牙膏，然后另外一个是这个。啊，我还是先去救小镇好了。
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years. Thank you, customer. This area is utterly filthy.
Utterly filthy.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? What happened to the captain who kept pestering his ship computer? The life support was disabled. Get it? As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Roseway. $53, $82。
You might want to consider changing your clothes more often.
真的是不小心就会摔。什么？居然！哦，所以我还可以在世界各地收集这种零件，就对了。Roseway.
I'll lock up behind you.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Another outlaw? I'm quite sure I've already spoken to your lot. Ah, yes, quite. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me.
What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands.
Anton would have just given them to Porter without a second thought. What a waste of potential that would have been. Sadly true. Contraband does tend to fetch a high price among the colony's ne'er-do-wells. So be it. I'll buy them off of you.
哎，声望降低了，为什么？
Much obliged. Here are your bits. Now, let's see here.
不要，不想要声望降低。奇怪，好像也不能总是使用说服的选项，也不见得好。没有，就只是觉得不开心。
Another outlaw? I'm quite sure I've already spoken to your lot. Ah, yes, quite. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me. What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands. Antoine would have just given them to Porter without a second thought. What a waste of potential that would have been. All the more reason I need to keep my discretion discreet. Now, if you wouldn't mind returning them to me. Now, I'll just attach this here, bit of glue, a little elbow grease. Voila! I can finally call this little side project complete. Thank the law. Oh. I can't be caught with this. You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you.
Oh.接纳 anti clear 克里奥姨妈。
Any news on that thing we spoke about? You know, that thing. Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other parties, buyers.
Hey, 要不要骗他呢？骗。
I'll remember that. I'm not the greatest technician. This is gonna make me so popular. I mean, with the people who buy it, not by using it, because I'm not. Only for testing purposes. Quality control. You would, right? Take this. You earned it. If you run into me again after all this is over, maybe I'll have more. Pleasure doing business with you.
爽片。
Better days are coming. Smell the money.
Probably gonna get fired. You know that, yeah?
That no-account fool Porter and his crew are even more worthless than I could have imagined. They've abandoned their posts. This is madness. My research? Please tell me you've recovered it. That's... You can't possibly understand the enormity of what you've done for me. And what, pray tell, is the status of our Raptidons? Capital. Excellent. If we're done here, I'd like to get back to work. You understand? Actually, there is something else. Why do you suppose Auntie Cleo's would want to market diet toothpaste to the lower classes? Yes, but that doesn't quite ring true. There's something amiss here. It nags at me like a sore tooth, but I can't for the life of me figure out why. Maybe architect, this could be a disaster. Why did I not realize that? I would love to argue with you, but I fear you are correct. All I cared about before was Byzantium. I believed getting there was everything, that my life would finally have meaning. That's easy for you to say. You're not trapped like I am. I honestly don't know. Yes? I suppose you've earned it. It's highly illegal to have brought the Raptidons to Terra 2. The research done on them before Monarch was left to the dregs was too promising to just abandon, so here we are. You've not much idea how these things work, do you? If Auntie Cleo could be connected to what we're doing here, they'd be ruined. Everyone skirts the law looking for an edge, but the ultimate sin is to be exposed. Plausible deniability is everything. I suppose you've earned it. I grew up in a Spacer's Choice township, my own personal pit of despair. Test marks were high enough, so I set to becoming a scientist, but I didn't relish returning when my studies were done. I'd no desire to spend my life finding better ways to churn out worthless goods. My fellow Spacers looked upon it as a betrayal, but I longed for substance, meaning. Fear, jealousy, belief in the grand plan. No one is meant to seek an improvement to their lot in life, though everyone would, were they only given the chance. I suppose you've earned it. Yes? I suppose you've earned it. I grew up in a Spacer's Choice township, my own personal pit of despair. Test marks were high enough, so I set to becoming a scientist, but I didn't relish returning when my studies were done. I'd no desire to spend my life finding better ways to churn out worthless goods. My fellow Spacers looked upon it as a betrayal, but I longed for substance, meaning. Toothpaste is about making people's lives better, preventing pain. Plus, it was a means to an end. I suppose you've earned it. Oh, really? Who? Orson? Good. It will keep him from wasting my time. Sounds like he might actually be doing something useful for once. I suppose you've earned it.
好，关起来了。